From Oaxaca to Ottawa.
It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon.
Beijing to Brussels.
We are talking about $5 trillion of mutual investments.
Donald Trump is once again unleashing a global trade war with some of America's closest neighbours and critical trade partners who fear tariffs on their exports to the US will be catastrophic. Trump waged similar tariffs during his first term to protect US jobs both from cheaper foreign competition and outsourcing.
Companies are not going to leave the United States anymore without consequences. Not going to happen.
Now he's using those duties as leverage to force some partners into boosting border security to stop opioid smuggling and illegal immigration. Either way, even Trump recognizes tariffs have adverse consequences.
There would be some pain.
And many experts say duties do backfire. They include the US Chamber of Commerce. It thinks that tariffs will mean higher prices for US consumers who've just suffered the highest inflation for decades and are still enduring elevated prices on some goods. So even though the US economy is in good shape, fears that life will become more expensive again amid lower growth are widely shared. But just how much more expensive isn't clear. Some studies based on previous trade battles suggest the price of steel rose by nearly a fifth in less than a year, while duties on Chinese tires ended in higher overall imports. But another study on the impact of Trump's previous trade battles found a 20% tariff equated to a price rise of less than 1% on goods including furniture, dishes, and linens. Even so, tariffs are frequently geographically disproportionate.
To be a bourbon, you have to be made here. And Kentucky, we are ground zero.
Such as Canada's proposed retaliation against one of America's most iconic exports.
The impact is going to be felt the most in Kentucky.
Trump claims tariffs will help cut the trade deficit. That's a country importing more than it exports.
The United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world. We have deficits with almost every country.
But that deficit hit record highs during Trump's first term, despite tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of imports. And it keeps rising, up by nearly a quarter in December, according to government figures released on Wednesday. If the impact on consumers isn't certain, some in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, which voted overwhelmingly for Trump, seem ambivalent for now.
I don't think the tariffs will be too bad.
Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
And we'll see.
Owen, Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.